Hello everybody, back again with another video. Hope you're doing well, hope your life's going well, hope this week has gone well for you, and hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Monday. It is Monday morning, June the 9th, 2025. It is about 8:31 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope that you all are having a wonderful work week so far. I hope it's been a productive and a non-stressful work week for you. Yes, it's another work week, but I promise we'll make it through this work week. Before you know it, it'll be the weekend again, and you'll actually get to enjoy time to yourself again. And y'all, I understand. I'm going through this work week just like you. So, my suggestion is to find some sort of like passion outside of work. Make sure you're working on something, right, outside of your job, right? Find your passion, find your purpose outside of your job. If you're working a job that you're not passionate about, which I believe that's most people, but of course, if you're passionate about your job, there's, hey, keep on keeping on. But if you're not, make sure that you have something outside of your job that you're working on, right? Whether it's a side hustle, business, something, just be doing something outside of your job that you're passionate about. And of course, saving money as well. Definitely want to make sure you're saving money. Sometimes I think about going back on the road and just living out the truck, because let me tell you, you can save a lot of money doing that. Like if I was to get rid of this apartment and just live out the truck full time, like I would have so much money saved after 1 year, just 1 year doing that. Can't lie, sometimes I think about doing that now. I don't know if I am going to do that, but rent just takes up so much, so much of your money. I don't know. And I'm in the Houston area. The rents in Houston are actually not that high compared to like other big metropolitan cities. So, I'm able to afford rent, but still it just takes up a lot of your money. But if I could get rid of rent, man, but then at the same time, it's like I don't know, y'all. Anyway. Yeah. But I want to first I want to respond to a comment. I'm actually gonna be eating some apples here. I got 3 apples here. This is gonna be like a apple mukbang. I guess I could do a full review on an apple, because there's a lot of health benefits to an apple. But I don't know. But maybe I'll do that in another video. But these are called ambrosia apples. They're quite sweet. USDA organic, of course. So very good. Very healthy. Very sweet taste. Distinctively sweet taste. And even on the bag it says as sweet as honey. I don't know about that, but they're very sweet. See it? As sweet as honey. Anyway, I want to respond to a comment on my last video. Basically the last video that's basically the video that's right before the one that's that is here now. Where I was talking about how the NBA lost viewers when they decided to take a political side. So basically, somebody said, oh, give me 1 second. So somebody said, they're like, honestly, a pretty bad take from you. And I was going to make a written response, but I feel like, I can do better just responding like on video, kind of like clarifying myself better. So somebody said, honestly, a pretty bad take from you. Politics and activism has and always will be tied into sports, whether or not you like it. Being, quote, apolitical in 2025, just a nasty amount of ignorance. So yeah, somebody left that comment, and basically I think that here's my thing, right? Just because you have certain players that speak out on social and political issues doesn't mean that that's representative of how the league thinks. Like, the league as a whole didn't really take like a hard stance until 2020, during the George Floyd incident, right? They took a hard stance politically, and I guess we can say socially too. And for some of their fan base, they didn't really like that, and they stopped watching, right? Now, it wasn't their whole fan base, and of course too there were other reasons, but made no mistake about it, the NBA did lose viewers when they did that, and so that's basically what I was meaning. The league itself took a stance, and before that the league had never taken like a hard like political or social stance. And so that's the difference between the league doing it and like players within the league taking stances, right? Because you've always had players from all the major sports come out and take a stance on different social and political issues. But the league itself, they stayed pretty neutral for the most part until then. So that's the difference in my opinion. So Yeah. Um, they say whether or not you like it. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. um, you know, I think, I think more so with the NBA. There's several reasons why their audience has gone down. It's just the fact too that they all these teams have the same like play style. They all want to shoot 3 pointers, and that's due to the whole like analytics thing, saying that a 3 point attempt is more efficient than a 2 point attempt. Than a mid range attempt. I meant, and so that's what that, and also the fact that the Warriors built a dynasty off of two of the greatest like 3 point shooters that we've ever seen on like one team. And so, and then also too, they had other guys too that could hit threes. Durant at the time, he was a pretty good 3 point shooter, and they had other ones as well. And they built a dynasty off of that. And so, um, you know, it was that combined with like analytics, and now every team wants to just shoot a bunch of 3 pointers, jack up a bunch of 3 pointers, and it's just an unoriginal play style. They all play the same, so that's part of the reason why people just find the product boring. Also, too, there is no real defense anymore. You try to be physical on defense, even a little bit, they're gonna call a foul on you every time, and so that's another reason. Another reason is you got to have all these different streaming services, streaming packages just to watch these games now. And it didn't used to be like that. So greed has really, really taken over as well, as far as like the broadcasting of these games. And so, you know, it's several reasons the ratings went down, but I was just kind of pointing out what happened in 2020 and why the ratings went down then. And the ratings did kind of come back up in 2022, 2023, but they're kind of back down again, to be honest with you. And I think with this year, it's and we only have data from like game one. I'm curious to see what the game two numbers are going to be as far as ratings, but I think part of the reason game one had such low ratings is just due to the fact that, I mean, we're being honest, it's two small market teams in the NBA Finals, Oklahoma City and Indiana, right? Two small markets, if we're being honest, right? So, you don't have LA or New York or Boston or Miami or Chicago or Dallas or Houston. Some of these, you don't have these bigger market teams, in the finals. And so, you don't have the popular cities teams in the finals. So, because Oklahoma City, is that a popular city? Not really. Is Indianapolis, Indiana a popular city? Not really. So, that's the thing about it. A lot of people don't, they don't really care, And then combined with the NBA's pretty bad marketing, that's why the ratings are, notice the ratings are kind of going down again. So, if you look at the ratings from like the 2010s, 2000s, 90s, the NBA had like way higher ratings for the NBA Finals specifically, right? Because we can make the argument that, with the regular season games, the ratings might be down partially because, you know, you have a lot of people that stream the games illegally on these websites and stuff. So, and when you do that, you know, that doesn't count towards ratings. But with the NBA Finals, I mean, that's a true testament as to, you know, the interest and the popularity of NBA, because the NBA Finals comes on ABC and it comes on all these cities like local ABC affiliates. So it's on local TV, which means really anybody can tune in. So that's a true testament as to how many people are truly interested in these games. And so when that's down, you know that it's just not, not as popular. And so, yeah. But, there's really nothing wrong with being apolitical. Some people just choose not to get involved in that. There's really nothing wrong with that. But yeah, they said that was a bad take from me, so I was like, all right. But I kind of clarified what I was saying, and that's that. But also too, did y'all hear about that AI artist that Timbaland signed? An AI artist named Tata. I guess it's supposed to be like a K-pop artist, but he calls it A-pop, so I'm guessing artificial pop. But yeah, he went and created this AI entertainment company and signed an AI generated artist called Tata. He's been getting slammed online. A lot of people don't like this, and rightfully so, because the fact is there's so many people out here that are talented and they make music, and instead of giving them a chance, they're gonna go and basically generate an AI artist. I mean, are you really an artist if you're AI generated though? I mean, AI artist, that doesn't even make sense. How can an AI make real art without using like human art? I don't know if y'all have ever heard of like diffusion, but that's the main way that AI is able to generate so-called art. And the fact is, many of these AI models, they have to use a whole bunch of real images, millions and millions of real images, to create its own like so-called art. And there's no way that they got permission from all those millions and millions of creators' artwork. I mean, there's no way they got permission from the artists themselves to use their artwork for some AI model. That's the big controversy around it. And it's like, I think what will end up happening is this so-called artist, this AI artist, they're going to release like a single or an album or whatever, they're gonna try to sell it, and no one's gonna want to listen to it because it'll probably be available on like streaming services. No one's gonna want to listen to it. And then once he realizes that people simply don't want this, then they'll probably kind of scrap this whole AI artist stuff. Because in my opinion, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to create an artist from an AI program when you have so many people out here that would love an opportunity to have their music produced by somebody like Timbaland. You know, but yeah, this is the direction they're going in. And I get it, you know, it's popular and stuff. You know, it's trendy to be like, oh, look, we have this AI thing, we have that AI thing. You know, but you know, now it's just ridiculous the direction we're going in, right? It's ridiculous. AI this, AI that. When are we gonna value humanity again? That's what I'm wondering. When are we truly gonna value like humans again? Because we clearly don't, at least here in the United States. With the fact that they want to make AI everything. It's just crazy, you know. But yep, that's the direction we're headed in. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up. I hope that you were relaxed. I only ate like one of these apples, but oh well. I do hope that you're relaxed, and I do hope that you stay tuned for more videos.